Here's my first controversial take of the day. You ready? Cinnabun's obsessed. Cinnabun has recently discovered that she loves to chew on these. Throw those in the trash today. Hello Buns, and welcome back to Cinnabun Sundays, our weekly video series where we talk about all things bunny. Now last year around this time I did a ranking rabbit supplies video and you guys seemed to really like that, and I really liked it too. But something I thought about with that video was I just kept it really basic. Like a lot of that stuff on there was just like the most basic rabbit supplies. A lot of it was like nah duh information. So I figured it was time to bring y'all a part 2 with more like niche rabbit supplies. So this video, this is for the people who have a rabbit, have all of the stuff in that first ranking video, but they're ready to like see what's worth it, see what's not. Kind of in the more like, you have a rabbit, you're obsessed with your rabbit, like how do we spoil them more, what's worth it, what's not. I'm here to share my takes. So I kept my tiers the same, and if you haven't watched the last video, go check it out, it's a good time. But the tiers, they're the same just because I figured consistency is nice. So the first tier, the best tier, we have Binky. These are the items that are just like obviously necessary, but not just necessary, but like they have changed my life. I think something that's worth saying here is like Binky is the best of the best, and it's not just like an essential for your rabbit, but it's just like one of the greatest items ever. Add to cart. So add to cart, this is where I put like the more like basic items, like what your rabbit needs to live. Like absolutely, if you don't have this, you need to. Like hay, lettuce, stuff like that, that's great, but it's nothing to write home about, but it's literally essential for your rabbit's life. That is my add to cart. I'll also toss in there like things that I've enjoyed, but not like changed my life. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I actually deleted a row. So I used to have back of the cabinet and skip it, but they're basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna keep skip it as a tier. So this is stuff that I've gotten and just like, it's not worth it. Don't waste your money. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think to add here to skip it, this is like, it might not work for my rabbit, but it could work for yours. There's nothing like actively bad about it. It's just like not for me. But then we have rehome your rabbit, which again, this is so dramatic and I do not mean this at all. If you're doing these things, instead of rehoming your rabbit, keep watching our videos and learn more about it. All good. Anything in this tier should not be used for your rabbits. This is not good for rabbit care. Don't do it, okay? Just like, if you own anything in this tier, just get rid of it. Out the door. Farewell. Goodbye. Let's get started. The first thing I have on my list here is this just like old vacuum, just a normal vacuum. I feel like I need to preface this with something else that's on this list. So I'm gonna say if you have just like not a good vacuum, I'm gonna put it in skip it, because if you don't have a good vacuum and you have a rabbit, you're gonna really not be a happy owner, because there's just like so much fur and hay that I think that one of the most important things that you need to invest in, it doesn't need to be the best vacuum out there, but you need to have a vacuum that works and that's good. Because I'll just skip ahead in here. You need a good vacuum, and I'm putting my Dyson vacuum in the Binky because this thing is the best thing that I've ever bought for Cinnabun. It works so well. There's like different attachments. So I use one attachment to clean her litter box, another attachment to clean around. I use that thing every single day, maybe multiple times a day. So that is a Binky product for me. I will never not have a Dyson vacuum. All right, the next thing on my list is a litter box cover. So you have your litter box, it's sitting in the corner, but it's kind of ugly, so you want something to cover it. I'm putting this in Binky as well. My litter box cover, I'm obsessed with it. It keeps the smell in, it keeps all of the hay and poop for the most part contained to one area, and I just think it looks nice in my space. You don't walk into this bunny room, this sunroom, and think, oh, a bunny lives here, because the cabinet's really pretty. I especially love mine. There's a ton that you can get. I'll link mine down below, but I really do think that having a litter box cover has changed my life. Here's my first controversial take of the day. You ready? Are you ready? A rabbit harness. I'm saying skip it. Okay, before you come at me saying I have a harness training video, yes, I do, and I have taken Cinnabun on a harness. This is a skip it for me. There are some rabbits that really love exploring and going outside, and Cinnabun is good at tolerating her harness, but as I've shared and opened up with you guys, Cinnabun has a very sensitive stomach and she goes into stasis a lot. So I've tried to remove things that will just add to that stress unless it's necessary. So a harness for Cinnabun isn't really necessary for her. I still travel with her when I need to, but like my day-to-day cute little activities, I don't do that with Cinnabun anymore. So I haven't used it in a long time. I would say skip it. Organic Girl Spring Mix, and I'm putting that in add to cart. Y'all, lazy bunny mom over here. I no longer just get her all these fancy lettuces. I have stuck to spring mix, and Organic Girl is my absolute favorite. It's washed 3 times. It's always good quality. Cinnabun loves it. Add to cart. Love my Organic Girl. That stuff is the best. Next up, let's do the rabbit tunnel. Now, you guys saw me get this tunnel for Cinnabun in a video. I'm gonna put it in add to cart. I wouldn't say it's a requirement, but if you're looking for a fun new toy for your rabbit, Cinnabun has really enjoyed it. It's not a life-changing toy by any means, but she does play in it. I have it set up by my desk, and it's just so cute watching her play around in it. So I definitely think that a tunnel is a fun toy for your rabbit. Let's do something negative and mean, because why not? All right, an outdoor hutch. Straight to jail. You guys follow me. Y'all know this. Not going into it. Next up on the list, let's do dried rose petals. This is a binky for me. This has become my new favorite treat to get with Cinnabun. Dry rose petals, like make sure there's nothing in them. I get mine from a tea shop, but Cinnabun's obsessed. And they smell so nice. There's nothing added in. It's a very healthy snack, but Cinnabun goes bananas for it. Plus you can sprinkle it into your rabbit's hay. They're just awesome. I love them. And I just think that this is such a good thing to have on hand. And the bags that you can get of dried florals are so big. So you just spend like $5 and have so many treats and forage. It's the best. I cannot stop talking about dried florals. For me, roses are Cinnabun's favorite, but if you notice there's a flower your rabbit really likes, like, I don't know, chamomile, lavender, all sorts of stuff, but dried florals, y'all. Next up, let's do a bunny bed. Okay, for me, this is a skip it. I wanted Cinnabun to use it so badly. She just like, in our video, she hopped on it once, and then I swear to God, she never hopped on it again. This is a no for me. I know there are bunnies that do like theirs, so maybe it's worth trying out for you, but for me, it's skip it. It takes up a lot of space. Cinnabun literally was like, nah. Let's do apple sticks. I am so behind on these. I think it's because when Cinnabun was a baby, she didn't like apple sticks, but recently, we've had a resurgence in these. So I'm gonna put this in add to cart. They're not her favorite toy again, but I think Cinnabun recently, now that she's almost 3, she has realized that when she's done chewing on like one of those Oxbow lollipop toys, there's another treat at the end, which is the apple stick. They're just like sticks coated with apple. I don't really know how it's made. Cinnabun has recently discovered that she loves to chew on these. So these are a great like boredom breaker, and they're better for your rabbit than those Timothy lollipops because there's just less in them. So you can buy a big pack. They're great. I'm putting this in add to cart because there was that learning curve there, but they're slowly creeping into binky territory, but they're not there yet. All right, let's do another hot take. And I want to clarify that this is so specific to me and Cinnabun. So please, grain of salt here. But I'm gonna put just like standard regular rabbit treats. So not like the crazy unhealthy ones with the dairy and the yogurt drops, not those, but just like a regular rabbit treat. I'm putting them in skip it. Recently, a thing I've been doing to help Cinnabun with her GI problems is I've pretty much eliminated like any preservatives from her diet other than her pellets. I'm trying to give her a really natural, healthy diet, and it's, knock on wood, but it's been working. It's something my vet recommended. So as far as treats go, we stay super, super natural. Anything with like added oat or oat flour, I'm trying to avoid just because any extra carbohydrates can build in her stomach. So for us sensitive gut rabbit owners, treats are a skip it, which y'all, that means I haven't been giving her stick. The real ones know what that means. That's our latest update. So for me, rabbit treats are a skip it. Moving to another binky item is botanical hay. This stuff rocks. It's especially great if you have a picky rabbit. I would not feed your rabbit this as like the hay that they eat every day, but botanical hay is Timothy hay with like rose and herbs mixed into it. So it's really nice to mix in with your regular hay, or if your rabbit has been sick or you're trying to get your rabbit to gain weight. I love botanical hay. Cinnabun loves it. It's the best, and it is a binky product. 100%. Never look back when we get that. Let's go with a heating pad, specifically a pet heating pad. Add to cart. I got a heating pad that I actually keep right back here on the sofa. You can't see it, it's underneath the sofa cover, but it's just so nice in the winter. The other day I came in and I had stripped the sofa cover off, and I saw Cinnabun just sitting on the heating pad, and she stayed on there for like 3 hours. I specifically like this heating pad because the cord comes protected already, which is just elite. They're really nice. It's cold. Unless you live in a really warm climate, I think it's nice to have some type of thing that your rabbit can just sit on and be snuggly. And make sure that it's a pet one, because those come like chew proof, so your rabbit's not gonna get into any cords and get electrocuted. Carrier purse. This is something I own and have talked about and promoted, but another hot take, y'all. I'm putting it in 𝒏𝒏𝒄𝒏𝒄𝒏𝒄𝒏𝒄𝒏𝒂𝒍. This goes exactly back to what I said about the harnesses, and it's so specific to me and Cinnabun, and specific with Cinnabun's health problems, is I just haven't been taking Cinnabun on like coffee runs and little excursions. I have her regular carrier I take when we need to travel with her, but as far as just like taking her to get coffee, taking her just out and about to do stuff, I don't really do that with her anymore. Anything that could add to her stasis, since she's so prone to stasis, I'm eliminating. So that is for me. I know some rabbits, again, that love to go out and they're totally fine. This is for me, but for me personally, I'm saying skip it. So if you're kind of in that same boat of a really sensitive bun, skip it. The other item in here, which is a pet stroller, and I'm putting it in skip it as well because of the exact same reason. I know owners who have their strollers and swear by it, and I think that is awesome, and I wish that I could do that. And I think if Cinnabun wasn't so sensitive with her gut, we would 100% have a stroller and use it all the time. But again, I am not investing in one because it's just, I know I won't use it. And I hate that I'm ending on a negative note, but y'all, the last one is pellets, and it's a specific type of pellet. It's the pellets that they advertise at the pet store that have like other things in it. So any pellet that has like colorful treats or items in it, that's not the pellets you want. I recently have been really loving the Sherwood Health pellets. Those are awesome. I don't have them on this list, so that's what I use for pellets. Some rabbits even do a pellet-free diet, but like I said, I am pretty lazy with Cinnabun's greens. I only give her the spring mix, so we don't do a pellet-free diet. And if it's something you're interested in, talk to your vet about that, because you have to like alter their diet. But all that to say, if you have pellets that have anything in them other than pellets, throw those in the trash today. This is my list. We are all done. What do you guys think? What would y'all have ranked differently on this list? I'm sure there are things on here that you would rank differently, because a lot of these were very Cinnabun specific. So that is my list. Tell me what your list would consist of. Tell me what your rankings would look like. I am so curious to know. But thank you so much for watching yet another one of my ranking videos, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, Buns!